Welcome to this life-changing video. Have you ever noticed that some people stay calm when life breaks others? They are not lucky. They think differently. And today, I'll show you how strong people think and how you can train your mind the same way. Comment below. Do you feel mentally strong or mentally tired? Chapter 1. How strong people see life. Most people wake up every day with the same silent question in their mind. Why is life so hard for me? Why do problems keep coming? Why does nothing go as planned? If you feel this way, you are not weak. You are human. Strong people also feel this. They also feel tired. They also feel hurt. The difference is not in pain. The difference is in how they see life. This is where strength begins. Not in the body, not in money, but in the mind. Many people believe that strong people are lucky. They think success comes easily to them. This is not true. Strong people fail many times. They get rejected. They feel lonely. But when something bad happens, they do not ask, "Why me?" They ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" This one question changes everything. When you ask, "Why me?" you feel like a victim. When you ask, "What can I learn?" you feel powerful. Strong people choose the second question. Life gives problems to everyone. Life is not kind. Life is not fair. Strong people accept this truth early. They do not waste energy crying about fairness. They save their energy for growth. They understand that life is like a gym. Every problem is a weight. If you lift it, you grow stronger. If you avoid it, you stay weak. Pain is not the enemy. Avoiding pain is the enemy. When weak thinking faces a problem, it says, "This is too much. I cannot handle this. I should quit." Strong thinking says, "This is hard, but I can try. I can learn. I can improve." Notice the difference. Strong people do not promise success. They promise effort, and effort changes results. Think about failure. Most people fear failure. They feel ashamed. They feel broken. Strong people see failure as feedback. They see it as information. Failure tells them what does not work. It shows them where to improve. Without failure, growth stops. Strong people know this. That is why they fail fast and learn faster. Many people blame others for their pain. They blame parents. They blame teachers. They blame society. Strong people do not live in blame. Blame feels good for a moment, but it steals power. Strong people take responsibility. Responsibility does not mean guilt. It means control. When you take responsibility, you say, "I cannot control everything, but I can control my actions." This is real power. Strong people also understand one deep truth. Life does not happen to you. Life happens for you. Even the painful moments. Even the dark days. At first, this idea feels strange. It feels impossible. But when you start thinking this way, your mind changes. You stop asking for an easy life. You start asking for a strong mind. When problems come, most people run away. They distract themselves, they waste time. They numb their pain. Strong people face problems. They sit with discomfort. They allow themselves to feel pain, but they do not live in it. They move forward even when they are scared. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving despite fear. Strong people do not wait for motivation. They understand something important. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. They do what needs to be done even on bad days, even on tired days, even on lonely days. This is how strength is built, one small decision at a time. You may feel right now that life is heavy. You may feel confused. You may feel behind others. This does not mean you are weak. It means you are growing. Every strong person once felt lost. Every strong mind was once uncertain. Strength is not a gift. It is a skill. And skills can be learned. As you listen to this, a quiet thought may rise in your mind. Maybe I can change the way I think. Maybe I can see life differently. That thought is important. Do not ignore it. That is the beginning of mental strength. In the next chapter, you will learn how strong people control their emotions, even when everything inside them feels out of control. Chapter 2. How strong people control their emotions. Every human feels emotions: anger, fear, sadness, anxiety. Even strong people feel them deeply. The difference is not in feeling emotions. The difference is in how they respond to them. Many people believe strong people do not cry or feel pain. This is false. Strong people feel everything, but they do not let emotions control their actions. Most people react without thinking. Something bad happens. A harsh word, a failure, a rejection. The emotion rises fast. Anger speaks, fear takes control, and words come out that hurt others and later hurt ourselves. Strong people pause. They create space between feeling and action. That small pause protects their future. Emotions are like waves. They rise, they fall. If you fight them, they become stronger. If you understand them, they pass. Strong people do not run from emotions. They observe them. They say inside their mind, I feel angry. I feel scared. Naming the emotion reduces its power. It brings calm. When someone insults you, your heart beats fast. Your mind wants to fight back. Strong people feel this too, but they ask a simple question: will my reaction help me or hurt me? This question slows the mind. It gives control back to you. Most damage in life comes from emotional reactions, not from problems themselves. Strong people understand that emotions are messages. Fear warns you. Anger shows boundaries. Sadness shows loss. But messages are not commands. You can read a message without obeying it. This is emotional strength, feeling without losing control. Many people think controlling emotions means pushing them away. That creates pressure inside. Strong people do not suppress emotions. They allow them. They breathe. They sit with discomfort. They remind themselves that feelings are temporary. This moment will pass. When anxiety comes, weak thinking says, something is wrong with me. Strong thinking says, my body is reacting. I am safe. This calm self-talk changes the body. The breath slows. The heart settles. The mind clears. Strong people talk to themselves kindly in hard moments. Strong people also understand one important truth. You cannot control what others say or do. You can only control your response. When you react emotionally, you give others power over you. When you respond calmly, you take your power back. This is real confidence. Think about regret. Most regret comes from emotional decisions, words spoken in anger, choices made in fear. Strong people think long term. They ask, how will I feel about this tomorrow? This thought saves them from many mistakes. You may think emotional control is difficult. It is, but it is a skill. Like any skill, it improves with practice. Start small. When emotion rises, pause for 5 seconds. Take one deep breath. Ask yourself one question: what is the best response? This simple habit changes lives. Strong people are not perfect. They lose control sometimes. But they learn. They reflect. They grow. They do not shame themselves. They improve one moment at a time. That is strength. Right now, you may feel like emotions control you. That is okay. Awareness is the first step. The fact that you are listening means you want control, and you can build it. In the next chapter, you will learn how strong people talk to themselves and how inner words shape confidence, courage, and success. Chapter 3: How Strong People Talk to Themselves. Your mind is never silent. Even when you say nothing, something inside you is always speaking. That voice follows you everywhere. It speaks when you wake up. It speaks when you fail. It speaks when you try something new. Strong people listen to this voice. They know that the way they talk to themselves decides how strong they feel. Most people do not realize how powerful their inner words are. They say things like, I am not good enough. I always fail. This is too hard for me. These words may feel normal, but your brain believes what it hears again and again. Over time, these words become your identity. Strong people break this pattern. Strong people do not insult themselves when they fail. They do not say, I am useless. They say, I made a mistake. This difference is small but powerful. A mistake can be fixed. An identity feels permanent. Strong people never attach failure to who they are. They attach it to what they did. When fear appears, weak self-talk says, I cannot do this. Strong self-talk says, I feel scared, but I will try. This sentence does not remove fear. It gives courage. Courage is not confidence. Courage is action despite doubt. Strong people know this. Think about how you speak to others. You encourage them. You support them. But when it comes to yourself, you become harsh. Strong people treat themselves with respect. They become their own support system. When life pushes them down, they speak words that help them stand up. Your inner voice shapes your future. If you tell yourself you are weak, your actions will match. If you tell yourself you are learning, your actions will grow. Strong people focus on progress, not perfection. They allow themselves to grow slowly. Before an exam, weak thinking says, I will fail. Strong thinking says, I prepared as much as I could. I will do my best. This calm mindset improves focus. It reduces fear. Your performance improves because your mind is clear. Strong people also understand repetition. They repeat strong words daily. Not loud, not dramatic. Simple words. I am improving. I am becoming stronger. I can handle challenges. These sentences slowly change the brain. Science supports this. What you repeat, your brain accepts. When you fall, your inner voice decides what happens next. One voice says, give up. Another says, learn and continue. Strong people choose the second voice, not because it feels easy, but because it leads to growth. You may think your mind is your enemy. It is not. It was trained by past experiences, by words from others, by failures. Strong people retrain their mind. They become conscious of their self-talk. They correct it gently, one sentence at a time. Right now, a thought may appear. I talk to myself negatively. That is okay. Awareness is progress. You are not broken. You are learning. In the next chapter, you will discover how strong people stay strong, even when life tries to break them, and why they never give up. Chapter 4: How strong people never give up. Life is not easy for anyone. Everyone faces pain, failure, and disappointment. Even strong people feel like giving up sometimes. The difference is not that they never feel weak. The difference is that they do not stay weak. They get up again and again, even when everything inside them screams quit. This is what real strength looks like. Strength is not being unbroken. Strength is learning to rise after every fall. Most people think motivation will keep them going. This is a mistake. Motivation comes and goes like the wind. Some days you feel it, some days you don't. Strong people do not wait for motivation. They rely on discipline. They do what is necessary even on hard days, even when they are tired, even when they feel like quitting. This is what builds real power. One small action every day adds up. One decision to keep going turns into momentum. Strong people also understand that failure is temporary. They do not let a single mistake define them. Life may knock them down, but they remind themselves this is just a moment. They say inside, this is temporary. This too shall pass. When you see problems as temporary, fear loses its grip. You start moving forward again, slowly, steadily, but without stopping. Resilience is another secret. Most people give up because they focus only on results. Strong people focus on progress. They measure growth, not perfection. Even small steps matter. Falling is part of the process. The important thing is not to stay down. Each challenge is training. Each struggle is building endurance. When life is hardest, they push a little more. That is how they become unbreakable. Strong people also find meaning in pain. Pain becomes their teacher, not their enemy. Every difficulty shows them what they value. Every setback teaches them where to improve. Ordinary people see suffering and complain. Strong people see lessons and opportunities. This mindset transforms fear into fuel, frustration into focus, and pain into purpose. They also understand patience. Success does not come quickly. Strength is not instant. Every day of effort matters. Every small victory counts. Waiting is not wasted time if you use it to grow inside. Strong people know that what they do consistently shapes who they become, far more than any sudden miracle. Even when surrounded by negativity, strong people protect their minds. They refuse to let doubt, criticism, or failures dictate their choices. They speak to themselves with encouragement. They take responsibility for their actions and leave blame behind. They act even when uncertain, because they know action creates change. Action creates confidence. You may feel exhausted, weak, or stuck right now. That is natural. Strength does not mean never feeling tired. It means deciding to move forward despite fatigue. It means understanding that every effort, every struggle, every tiny step is adding to your power. You may not see it today, but your future self will thank you for not giving up. Remember this: strong people are not born. They are built slowly through choices. Every time they choose to rise, every time they refuse to quit, every time they control their mind and emotions, they grow stronger. Strength is a skill, and every skill can be learned. Life may be tough, but your mind can be tougher. You can train it, protect it, and guide it. You can become the strong person you admire. If you feel ready to start building this strength in yourself, take one step today. Apply what you have learned from this video. Face one fear, pause before reacting, speak kindly to yourself, and never stop moving forward. And remember, strength is not a destination, it is a journey. and it begins the moment you decide to rise again. If this chapter inspired you, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more simple yet powerful lessons, and comment below which habit of strong people you will start practicing today. Your journey to mental strength starts with a single choice.